Let us take a moment to pause, to breathe in peace and breathe out love. Once again, breathe in peace and breathe out love. Asked by a young student the secrets of life, the poet Rainier Marie Rilke responded by telling him that he must be willing to live the questions. For the poet's answers were not for his student, only for himself. The young man was not able to hear the answers, for he had not lived into the questions. In these COVID days, we're all asking questions, seeking answers, and it seems that the answers are slow in coming. And when they do, they come with even more questions. Yet the issue is so much larger than our little questions. Rather, we are handed the questions of life that our ancestors were unable to answer. It was left to our generation to live into the answers they could never have known. Yet in the very same moment, more questions were born, and they are the ones that we will hand to the generations behind us. Therefore, at any one point in life, any one moment, we stand on the crossroads of both the question and the answer. Right here and right now are the answers to all that we have sought up to this moment. And right here and right now, forming in our mind, even before we can think of them, are the questions of birth, death, and infinity, all to be answered by our living. Living into the question is an unfolding, a birthing, as we feel the sense that spring is beginning to stir. The signs are not quite there. The weather is not quite warm. The sun is not quite high enough. And yet, beneath the surface, each seed is answering the call to climb, to burst open, to live into the question of life in its own unique way. No one knows the time or the season in which our own birth will come to life. It is a stirring, fired by the question, a yearning and a longing for an answer. And in due time, the answer we long for is simply right there before our eyes, a beautiful bud in full bloom. There is no assured measure of time. All things consist of carrying to term and then giving birth. And to wait humbly and patiently for the hour of its coming is the living of the wise, not the foolish, who try to force a premature spring. This is the real answer: to allow the ripening of the question, the gift of life, and not to fear the quiet darkness. It sings its siren song, haunting those who are willing to follow its call with patient steps. To simply love the questions themselves is to be able to live into the answer.